Well, good morning. To start this video, to record, I will start introducing myself. My name is Danilo Guerrero Ramos. I'm in the eighth semester of my bachelor career in foreign languages, and today I'm doing the third part of the English 7 first task where I have to do a video talking about my personal reflections on English language awareness. Uh, to do this video in the most practical way and to be more fluent during this record, I will read each question, and following this, I will start to answer each one. So I will start reading the first question, which says, what is your purpose for studying English as a foreign language? So for me, studying English as a foreign language has both a personal and a professional purpose. Uh, as a future English teacher, I consider English as an essential tool for my academic and professional development because in a personal way, it allowed me to communicate confidently and with people from different cultures. And in a professional way, I think that it will help me to access to academic and professional information and also have better opportunities to get like a good job in the future or good working opportunities. Um, for example, after reading the document that we needed to read to answer these questions, something that I realized is that my motivation can be related to instrumental motivation. For example, Lever, Erdmann, and Sketman, 2025, says that English can help me achieve professional goals and improve my career opportunities. Uh, so I don't see English only as a professional requirement because I also want to use it to communicate with other people, understand different cultures, travel, and access information in English. Related with the second question, which says, regarding the nature of language study, what aspect imply acquiring speaking skills? So, from my perspective, acquiring speaking skills involves much more than learning grammar and memorizing vocabulary. After reading the material, I understand language learning as a combination of different skills and type of knowledge. Uh, Lerman, Ekman, and Sketman 2025 explain that language learning involves reading, writing, listening, and speaking, supported by grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and cultural understanding. So for me, speaking is particularly complex because I have to use these elements simultaneously and spontaneously while also listening to others. So responding appropriately. Uh, I also believe that the continuous practice is essential because speaking develops through repeat using the use of similar topics, structures, and vocabulary in different contexts. Also, I think that pronunciation and intonation are important because effective communication requires being understandable, and I believe acquiring speaking skills require linguistic knowledge, constant practice, interaction, pronunciation, and awareness of the communicative context. Related with the question number three, after planning your language study and especially to enhance your speaking skills, how can you access your progress? Related with this question, I answered that I believe that I can assess my progress by establishing specific goals and periodically evaluating my performance. Instead of simply asking myself if my English has improved, for speaking, I think I could evaluate aspects such as fluency, pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, accuracy, coherence, and spontaneity. Uh, One strategy I could personally use is recording myself speaking about a specific topic or singing a song, and then comparing my records after several weeks or months to identify improvements and areas that still need attention. I think that I will also ask teachers and classmates for feedback uh, because other people can sometimes identify mistakes that I do not notice myself. So also I think I could do that with friends and other peoples in my real context. In my opinion, progress should not be measured only through grades but through my ability to communicate with greater confidence, participate spontaneously, and in conversations. So, uh, as what I said, related with the question number three. And finally, related with the question four, the question said, how can you organize lifelong language learning? And asked me to mention specific strategies from my perspective and the references. So related with this question, I said that in my opinion, lifelong language learning requires making English part of my daily routine and personal life, rather than limiting it to university classes. So, based on the references and my own experience, I would organize my learning through regular speaking practice, extensive reading and listening, pronunciation practice, and continuous self assessment. First, I would participate in conversations, language exchanges, online meetings, and discussion groups because Lever Ekman and Skidman recommended speaking fluently and explained that repeated practice helped develop smoother and more fluent oral production. Second, I will read books, academic tests, articles, and news in English and listen to podcasts, interviews, lectures, and authentic conversations because the author point out that extensive reading can also contribute to development and speaking skills by providing language and learners can later incorporate into their speech. I would also record my voice and compare my pronunciation and intonation with authentic English models, as I said before. So after do that, I could establish short, long terms goals to monitoring my process. Overall, I see lifelong language learning as a conscious cycle of planning, practicing, interacting, evaluating, and improving, which is especially important for me as a future English teacher. Related with this question, well, I have been learning English. I'm using it like I could say for my life, but I think these latest years I've been focusing more and improve my speaking skills. Uh, I consider that I have a good pronunciation and good skills related with reading, writing, and listening. And like the skill that I need to work harder is the speaking skills. I think that I can communicate well in English, have good conversations, but this is a skill that I need to improve more. Uh, Before starting this course, I have started to do activities at my house that I have done before, but in this semester, I decided to start to focus more on it. For example, watching TV shows in English with subtitles to get new vocabulary, new abilities to express. Also, I normally read books in English that could help me to know new words and get better reading skills and reading comprehension. So I think at this moment I'm doing my best to get better English skills, and that's what I wanted to say during this record in this video. This is my reflection, the answers that I wrote for the question in the task one, and I'm so excited to participate and do all the activities that we need to complete during this course. Thank you so much.